Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Dad, back on the previews and back in the same old location.
Yeah, indeed. Before we start, Dan, just like to say thank you for everybody for tuning in and watching. Now, I know that we've been off the air more than we should, but we're back with a vengeance.
Exactly.
We're hoping to get bigger and better and braver. Now, listen, fair dues to you last season. Sorry to have left you in the lurch. I am back, full fitness. So thank you to you. Thank you to Rebecca. Thank you to Ellie. Thank you for your mum for doing the transport. Most importantly, thank you everybody for watching. So Dan, it's finally upon us.
I know.
Blackburn Rovers at home. Tell me what you were thinking.
Why? I think for once it's going to be nice. I think we said it as well. It's going to be nice, and a lot of people online is the fact that for once we're at home on the first game of the season, which will be different for the Baggies. I think we'll talk about a lot of things in the video. I've got to talk especially about pre-season because a lot of people have been saying this and that, saying, oh, well, we're losing to Lincoln. What's going on there? We're losing to the other teams. And while, again, pre-season, many people say as well, because I think a lot of people in the comments say it, don't always look into pre-season games because
it's neither in or there.
I think we're getting up to full fitness and Mason is trying to find his best squad. And I think we didn't watch the game, but I saw majority of the highlights was from the game yesterday, Dad. We're doing this on the Sunday, guys, for the game against Blackburn next week. Overall, 3-2 win. Happy with it?
Of course I am, yeah. But can I get one thing off my chest? And
Go for it.
I promise I'm not going to rant. Listen, as supporters, right, we need to get behind the team. We need to get behind Mason. But I'm getting worried, right? Already I'm hearing soundbites from people saying, oh, this ain't very good, or he ain't going to last, he ain't going to do this thing. Listen, just because Ryan Mason's taken over, he ain't going to be able to fix all the things that are broken already within I would say, a disjoined dressing room. He ain't going to suddenly get Daryl DK fit, who, by the way, has gone off injured again. He ain't certainly going to improve Cole Bartley's pace or Furlong's mistakes, is he? He ain't going to suddenly magic up a world-class goalkeeper. Let's get one thing straight, right? It's a new dawn, a new era. We still haven't got a huge amount of money. I think the biggest pressure we're going to have is what we put on ourselves, because if we come into the season, say 3 or 4 games in, and we've been drawing 0-0, let's just say, all 4 games, straight away the pressure's going to be on him. So, you know, everybody, and you're guilty as well.
I'm guilty of it.
So you slated Corbrand, you slated Tony Mowbray. So now we have thought outside the box. We've got a young coach. Okay, it concerns me, he's on a long-term contract. But listen, he's been there, he's done it, he's seen it. This is his stamp, his approval. I think the pressure's going to be on, but you know something? I think we're going to be okay, providing we don't have a huge amount of injuries, because our pre-season has told me the problems still exist from last season, from the season before that.
No, I actually really agree with what you say there. And I saw something the other day, which I think someone put on Twitter, and it was the fact that Tony Mowbray said on the press post-match conference that he got sacked. He said that Albion need a massive clear out. They need ideological players that really want to play for the club, and 6 or 7 players need to come in. My worry is so far we haven't seen 6 or 7 players come in, and let's be real, is still the core of the squad still there? The base player is. I think a lot of people said the fact that Malumbi and Mowat, is that the midfield duo you want to see week in, week out again? Because, again, we saw at times, it didn't really work, did it? Yeah. And my worry in general with the squad is we're still seeing the same players play week in, week out. That shouldn't really be there. My worry is, overall, is the goalkeeping situation. And if I'm being brutal, I like Josh Griffiths. I don't think he's good enough. Waldsmith ain't good enough. And you saw mistakes from the last game against Real Vallecano. He's not.
I thought Gunn was coming in.
There is rumours he's coming in. But, let's be real, is he going to be the man to look up to? He might be. I don't think he is.
Isn't he a Scottish international number
player?
1?
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy with that than the 2 we've got. And you know, again, the trouble is, Dan, you're going to start me on a rant, and I promised I wouldn't do it. Is this right? We have got the same deadwood. We've still got that mentality within the team. I know what. Listen, I love the Albion, come what may, like so many hundreds of thousands of people. But let's get one thing straight. We're still in dire straits financially, aren't we? And you know what's going to put pressure on us?
Go on.
Our noisy neighbours.
Yes, they are indeed. Big shout out to the Blue Noses. Keep
on.
I'm
going to say thanks, Blue Noses. I'm not having a dig at you. I'm looking on, thinking, you know what? I mean, I haven't seen this Amazon Prime thing yet that's fly on the wall. Now, apparently it's up your street because they have a go at Rooney.
They do actually, yeah. It's a really interesting topic. But no, going back to the team, Dad, I think we said it many times, and I've got to bring up this talk report, guys. I mean, what do you think? Put down in the comment section down below. Is the fact that Daryl DK He's out again till after the international break. And we said it before he came back. Would you sell him on?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
You'd have to, wouldn't you?
I think you're going to have to get the sentiment out of the way. I think you've put the shockwaves on me this morning, actually, and it's something that I've been worried about all season long, and it's happening.
Hegem, yeah. I think
he's a standout player.
10 million might be going to Bologna for. I think it, of course, would be a bit less in euros.
Who do you think, sorry to put in, who do you think we'd miss the most? Hegem or Fellows?
Hegem. And just because, let's be real, I love Tom Fellows, and I think if someone came in with 10 million for him, you'd sell him, because there is points last season, you've got to admit it, he did go missing in games. On his day, unplayable. You play him in a single week.
The trouble is, this is the problem I've got, right? He's on top of his game, he's gold dust, isn't he? The way he whips that ball in. And he's another one as well. I promised I wouldn't do it, but I can't help myself. Mikey Johnston, I'd get rid of him. If he don't want to be at the club, get rid of him. Because what's going to happen is the going gets tough in the season, he'll go missing.
Yeah.
So it's all right for these big time Charlies to want to leave the club. Put the effort in. We put the effort in to buy them. Mikey Johnson, we rescued him. And how did he want to repay us?
Go Flamengo, go Brazil, have a
Where
little party.
did Swift go in the end, by the way?
Portsmouth.
Was it Portsmouth, was it?
Yeah, it was, Pompey. And that's where I think
he started his career there,
yeah,
didn't he, as well?
So again, he'll probably have the hoodoos on us when he's come down to the Hawthorns. But overall as a squad, Dad, my worry is...
Is he strong enough, then?
No, and that's what I was literally about to say. It's not strong enough. And the reason why I say that is you've got the teams coming down like your Leicester, Sheffield United are probably better than this.
Man.
And let's be real, there's some teams like Ipswich, they could do a job on us this season.
Yeah.
And we're going to go like this up there. We're going to start dropping. And I'll be honest, Dad, there's a coach like John Eustace, they've brought him to Derby and they've brought some brilliant signings in.
I know.
And you don't know where they're going to end up. But saying that, we got to still be grateful, because shout out to Sheffield Wednesday fans for the tough time they're going through at the moment. Hope all is all right then.
You know, Barry Bannon's stopping on there, and he'd been on reduced money in that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's a really interesting one.
So
why it's not always doom and gloom there. But again, coming back to the Albion, again, I think the recruitment style, we need to make sure now. In my opinion, if someone comes in, either come in now with 10 million for Hegem, do you sell him yes or no?
That's a no-brainer.
You do, don't you? Because you bought him for like, what? Pittance, 500k, and you're making a decent profit. I think many people still need to look at the ideology of Brighton, your Brentford.
It ain't that easy, Dan.
It's not, but this is where Albion need to do it. You sell Hegem for 10 million, that's what everyone's saying you should do. And then say if we spread it around the squad. But this is where we need to use our money wisely. And this is where realistically you need to sell some of the big earners off. I'm not too sure if they will, and we might not need to.
I thought we'd done most of it. I'll tell you what
my worry, can I say so much? I've got to say this. My worry was, I looked at the team sheet for the last game, the friendly.
The friendly.
And my worry was, I looked at that bench and I thought, I know you got your Madgers out, and Madger might be back for Blackburn, may I just say that. And you got your D Kite who was out as well, and you got a couple of others.
Someone's coming for him.
Right, a Saudi did, didn't they? Saudi team. I'm not too sure if that's true though. My worry is with that is, you looked at that bench, and I'll be honest with you, I like Wallace. It's not always up to it. Other than that, the bench didn't look that good at all. And that's my worry for the season coming, because again, we need the depth that we sometimes didn't have, did we? And especially you've got your likes of Dean Garner, who looks as well, he might be going to a Saudi club. I'm not surprised by that at all. What you feel with that, guys? Your John Swift, who again, we slayed him week in, week out, but again, there was a bit of someone to bring off the bench with. We had a bit of players who could come on and maybe do something.
Yeah.
My worry is there's not that players anymore.
No, I agree. Don't forget there's people like Isaac Price. He's an absolute steal, Dan.
I think a lot of people said as well, I agree, you've got to play around him, haven't you?
Yeah,
You've got to play around him.
I think you've raised some really good points there, and I think these are going to be highlighted against Blackburn, who, by the way, I think is going to be 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1 draw, but let's just steady the ship somewhat, yeah? Now, what confuses me is we've got rid of the alleged high earners, bar one or two. I think the worst bit of business we ever done as a club, and we're still paying for it now, would be Carlum Grant. All right,
I still think
he's got something to offer.
He got something to offer this season. That's what I do.
But he's going to be in the shop window, Dan.
Do and don't disagree, because I think with Carlum Grant, we've seen him pre-season, he's had a bit of glimmer of goodness about him, actually. I think against Lincoln he scored a great goal. He was like fish shot into the corner. He loves one of those. And I think again this season he's got something to prove, and I think he probably will do, especially from the left-hand side. But again, Madger, I wouldn't be at all surprised if he came back fit and scored a goal. Someone's going to come in from. That's my worry. And I don't think DK's the man. And I think that's why we need to again look in the market for these little players, loans, maybe even like cheap deals from like clubs lower down the leagues. That's what we've got to do at this point, because I'll be honest with you, we're not as big as we used to be, are we?
as you say that, it sends shockwaves through me with the bloody Albion, Dan.
I know.
I think that, again...
I don't mean to be negative, by the way, guys.
No, but I'll tell you the positives. Right.
Go on.
We are Albion, and on our day, I still say it, we're a good footballing
We are.
team. But tell you one thing that I struggle with at the
Go
moment, and I'm going to get pelters. So if somebody said to you, but it's not the Albion. What is the Albion way of playing? I'll tell you what the Albion is back from the 3 degrees where flair on the wing, good forward man. But you know something? Mason could turn it round.
He could do, and I think I'm excited to see something different at the Albion. I think it was Huddersfield won yesterday in the first game of the season. They did really, really well, and I think Lee Grant is a random appointment there, and they're doing really well. So you never know with us. But what I would say is, I think going into the new season, I have a bit of belief because I think with
You've always got to have belief, mate.
You've always got to have belief, haven't you? And while sometimes it is doom and gloom and whatnot, you never know what's going to be around the corner. And in my opinion, that first game is going to be a really interesting one because I think if we get a really good start, which I haven't really seen Major say in pre-season, you never know, do you?
Yeah, but look at last season, Dan. We went to QPR, walloped them. Me and you, happy as Larry, drinking PISS until our blooming eyes popped out.
Jace Wheeler.
Jace. No, but shall I tell you something? I think for once, right, from my perspective, I've learnt to calm down. Don't expect too much. Don't overhype it.
Yeah.
Don't put the pressure on. Listen, I was thinking about this. I've been thinking about this all pre-season. I think this will be the hardest championship on record because look at the teams you've got come down. You've got Southampton. You've got Leicester. Who else you got?
Southampton, Leicester,
Sheffield United,
and you don't forget that you got
Ipswich.
Wrexham.
You got Ipswich. Yeah.
Wrexham coming up. You got Blues coming up.
I think Blues. Oh, you know something, Dan? I wouldn't be at all surprised if
Yeah, no, Blues
I'm not
are right.
I'm not going to say.
Or I might just say as well, guys, we're going to make sure to get a league prediction video out soon, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Coming on to Blackburn game, Dad, I think realistically, if you name me 3 players right now, you'd have to start.
Well, if you're still at the club, Hagan, I think you'd have to start him. I think you'd have to start Madger if he's fit, and I think you'd have to. It's the midfielder that worry me.
My question is actually on Hegem is, say if, I don't know, it's not definite that he's going to leave yet, that they're going to reach the 10 mil price tag we're going to put him on apparently. Say if they're going to might do it, is it worth risking playing him?
No.
No, I did think that.
Bearing in mind we're a club who needs the money, so in order to prosper, we've probably got to go a couple of steps back. It's got to get worse before it gets better, because we are a club in desperate need of money.
Yeah, but I think going into the game, is Val still the manager there?
Yeah, he is.
I think he is, yeah. So again, you never know, Big Valley could do a job on us again. But I think going into the game, everyone's going to have belief, guys. What is your score predictions? Put down in the comment section down below. I'm hoping for maybe a 2-0 win, Dad. I think, hopefully, start the season, bit of belief, at home for once, get behind the lads, and get a couple of goals on the belt. I'm looking forward to the safe standing as well.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I know they've made a few alterations to the ground, as we will know. We have got some additional news, but we can't break it just now. But one thing, shall I tell you that I am getting excited about? All right, we've got the doom and gloom out of the way.
Yeah,
but you think of Mason, right? It's his first proper club. He ain't gonna want a black mark against his name, is he? Because I was watching something yesterday, right, whereby you got Glasgow Rangers got a new manager, St Mirren had a new manager, 2 new managers. You had Plymouth have got a new manager. Who were they playing yesterday? I think it was Hull. All these new people in the mix.
Who? Plymouth playing yesterday?
Yeah.
And they're playing Barnsley.
That's right. They're both new managers.
And they lost Plymouth, didn't
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, right, we've got hope. He's no mug.
No.
He's been in the Premiership, Dan.
Exactly.
So he's got his own ideas. Some of the managers he's worked for. So tell you what, ending on a high, I am looking forward to it. I can't wait to get back on the saddle, so to speak. I cannot wait for my away days because we live and dream and bleed for the Albion.
We do.
We are Albion! So we are Albion!
So yeah, I think, again...
Anyway, you haven't... I said 2-2.
2-0 we'll go for.
2-0?
2-0. I think we're going to hopefully start with a bang. So I think things I have...
Do you remember that day when the season started off at Blackburn Rovers? Did we get tanked? Do you remember it was a blazing hot day on a Sunday? Do you remember?
Yeah, I think it might have been, yeah. I think you're right there, yeah. I think I've got to say as well, is attacking.
I've got it back down. I can just feel the lads.
Attacking wise, I think hopefully we can bring more quality. I hope Mikey Johnson, even though you slayed him, I think hopefully he can bring something to the team.
The only reason I say that is his heart in the club.
That's the worry, and I'm hoping that the fall from last season when we were in the playoffs the majority of the year and then fell out, hopefully that's a bit of a kick in the teeth, and Albion players really step up to the occasion now.
Yeah, so I'll tell you what we're going to do, Dan. After this, but we're going to do our prediction for the leagues, and we're going to do a more of a weekly one as well.
Yes, definitely do a preview of the week again.
Well, I know I don't like saying this, but you know what? If we could have some more subscribers, put your comments below what we'd like to see. Because I tell you what, we're open for bigger and better things, aren't we?
100%. And may I just say thank you to every single one of you, especially who are still watching the video right now.
Yeah,
really
without you, we'd be lost. So listen, I'll tell you what, I just cannot wait to see everybody on the road, even at the Shrine. Come on.
Thoughts on the kit, still liking it?
Oh, Dan.
Big fan.
I am loving it. You know the third kit, I can't stop wearing it, I'll tell you. I love it.
Really? Yeah. I love I do love the kits this year, may I just say. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video as always. Make sure to leave a like, comment, make sure to comment score predictions down below as always, Dad.
What time is it, Dan?
It's showtime!